The wrestling world has witnessed brutal moments, but few have created as much uncertainty and dramatic tension as what we've seen unfold between two rising superstars in recent weeks. If you're a fan of intense storytelling, unexpected alliances, and the kind of unpredictable chaos that defines modern WWE, you need to be subscribed to WWE Express and ring the notification bell right now because we're breaking down exactly what happened and what it means for the future of professional wrestling. Let's dive into the shocking backstage assault that left everyone questioning everything we thought we understood. When you follow professional wrestling at the deepest level, you begin to realize that the most pivotal moments often happen in places the cameras aren't supposed to catch. The narrative weight of a carefully crafted backstage confrontation can shift an entire storyline in seconds. That's exactly what happened when Oba Femi, a force of nature who has been systematically dismantling every obstacle in his path, found himself in a situation with Bron Breakker that transcended typical athletic competition. This wasn't just about dominance in the ring. This was about sending a message that would reverberate through the entire roster. Oba Femi has been on an undeniable ascent. Every appearance he makes carries weight. His physical presence commands attention, but more importantly, his ability to position himself within the larger narrative fabric of WWE has been masterful. He's been systematically proving that he belongs among the elite, and his recent actions have demonstrated a level of intensity and commitment that separates the truly dangerous competitors from everyone else. The character development has been organic, consistent, and absolutely compelling. When you watch Oba operate, you see someone who understands his role in the bigger picture and executes it with precision. Bron Breakker, on the other hand, represents the next generation of main event talent. His lineage carries expectations, his athleticism is undeniable, and his willingness to stand toe-to-toe with anyone has earned him respect across the locker room. The combination of his technical wrestling ability and his mental toughness makes him the kind of competitor who can elevate any program he's involved in. However, even the most skilled athletes can find themselves in situations where they're simply outmatched by sheer force and momentum. What unfolded backstage between these two warriors was a collision of philosophies. Oba Femi's approach has been increasingly aggressive, showcasing a mentality that suggests he's willing to cross lines to establish his dominance. When he found Bron Breakker, the altercation that followed was physically intense and emotionally charged in ways that felt incredibly organic to the story being told. This wasn't a moment that felt manufactured or forced. It felt like a genuine explosion of tension that had been building beneath the surface of their interactions. The brutality of this backstage encounter raised important questions about where Oba Femi stands in the hierarchy of dangerous wrestlers currently operating in WWE. Is he willing to attack someone backstage and face the consequences? Does he believe so strongly in his right to supremacy that he'll take those risks? These are the questions that make wrestling compelling as a storytelling medium. The physical action was intense, but the psychological implications are what truly matter in terms of narrative development. What makes this moment particularly fascinating is how it intersects with the larger themes currently dominating WWE programming. The Bloodline storyline continues to evolve in ways nobody fully predicted. New alliances are forming, old relationships are being tested, and the wrestling landscape is shifting beneath our feet. Oba Femi's aggressive actions could be interpreted as a declaration that he's not content to simply exist within the established power structures. He's making a statement about where he intends to position himself going forward. Bron Breakker's response to this assault matters equally. How a competitor handles being overwhelmed by force says volumes about their character. Does he seek revenge? Does he escalate the situation? Does he employ strategy and intelligence to neutralize a physical threat? These are the choices that shape compelling narratives. The way Bron responds to this attack will be just as important as the attack itself in terms of determining the trajectory of his character development. The wrestling community has been discussing this moment endlessly, and for good reason. When two talented performers with clear storyline potential collide in unexpected ways, it creates genuine intrigue. Fans begin theorizing about potential directions. Analysts begin discussing what it means for upcoming matches and programming. This is the essence of what makes professional wrestling such a dynamic narrative medium. The physicality captures attention, but the psychological implications create lasting impact. From a booking perspective, this backstage assault serves multiple narrative functions. It could be positioning Oba Femi as a formidable obstacle that other competitors need to take seriously. It could be the beginning of a significant feud between him and Bron that develops across multiple episodes of programming. It could even be part of a larger storyline involving faction politics and power dynamics within the Bloodline structure. The beauty of quality wrestling storytelling is that moments like this create genuine uncertainty about where things are heading next. The physicality involved in these backstage encounters is always carefully choreographed by training professionals who understand how to create visually compelling and emotionally impactful moments while maintaining the safety and well-being of the performers involved. Despite the intense nature of what we witnessed, this was professional athletes operating at the highest level of their craft, executing a carefully planned sequence of events designed to tell a story and advance a narrative. Looking forward, the implications of this backstage attack are significant. Every match either of these competitors has going forward carries additional weight. Audiences will be watching to see how Femi consolidates the momentum created by this moment and how Bron Breakker responds to being put in such a vulnerable position. These are the types of incidents that create talking points for weeks, that generate interest in upcoming programming, and that make people want to tune in to see what happens next. The wrestling industry thrives on these moments of unpredictability and genuine drama. When carefully constructed storytelling meets athletic excellence in physical performance, you create television that transcends simple entertainment. You create moments that fans discuss, analyze, and remember. This backstage assault between Femi and Bron Breakker has already secured its place in the ongoing narrative of modern WWE, and the ripple effects will likely shape programming for weeks or months to come. If you want to stay on top of these developing stories and understand the deeper narratives driving WWE programming, make sure you're subscribed to WWE Express. We break down the psychology behind these moments, analyze the character development, and explore what these incidents mean for the future of professional wrestling. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on WWE Express.